As you can see here, a board of my opponent has been erected and has been here since the last election, and he's the deputy mayor, and the parish council saw no need to remove his boards. But my boards were put up last week in the election cycle, and they decided to remove my boards. Dirty, undermining style of politics from the St. James Parish Council and the mayor. I am calling on you, Mr. Mayor, today.
Bless up ABR family and viewers. Welcome back to the channel. It's your girl, Isabel Rose, and in this one, Andre Horton exposes political bias as it pertains to removal of sign by the mayor of St. James, as well as Andrew Swebe brings life to Papine Market, and controversy over statement made by the Prime Minister and Matthew Samuda of NWC giving out or selling piped water in bottle. Stay tuned for the details at hand. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for the continued support from each and every one. So in this first segment, ABR family, remember when I did the live and I spoke on the issue of the mayor of St. James ordering the removal of the signs for the People's National Party candidate Andre Horton from various areas, and Andre basically, threatening lawsuit if the signs are not put back on April 14th, no later than 5 p.m. So he basically gave them an ultimatum. Now, I did say in that live that I don't see or I cannot come across a video where signs from the Jamaica Labour Party are being removed as well. I did not see any of that, but here I have a video with Andre Horton exposing the bias, the political bias as it pertains to this mayor only removing the People's National Party's candidate posters and billboards.
Hey guys, what's up? Here we are in the community of Mayall, the intersection to Tower Island and Kentucky. Now, as you can see here, a board of my opponent has been erected and has been here since the last election, and he's the deputy mayor, and the parish council saw no need to remove his boards. But my boards were put up last week in the election cycle, and they decided to remove my boards. Dirty, undermining style of politics from the St. James Parish Council and the mayor. I am calling on you, Mr. Mayor, today. Please put back my boards where you get them from. Right? Because the law says we have until 4.5 years after the last election, which would bring us from September 7th, 2020 to March 8th, 2025. And you took down my boards in April, which is illegal on your part, Mr. Mayor. I am imploring you. Your boards have been here since the last election. You didn't see the need to take them down. Please put back my advertising boards. Let us maintain civil politics. Look how much things in St. James that need to be done, that you need to pay focus on, and you're not doing it, Mr. Mayor. Come with the camera. Right under their sign is a big garbage heap. Garbage left, right, and center, as you can see. Zoom in on the garbage. Zoom in on the garbage. And this is a representation of the entire Montego Bay, where the city dirty. Right? The city doesn't reflect a modern tourism capital. When you talk about development for young people, when you talk about development of communities to facilitate tourism, Montego Bay, though the tourism capital of Jamaica, is worse in the Latin America and Caribbean region. And we're not competing just against ourselves. We're competing against other countries across the world, and we need to beautify and uplift our city. Mr. Mayor, focus on that. Please leave my posters alone and put back the ones that you have taken down. Have a good day, gentlemen. Time come for a change. Ladies, listen. Jamaica needs a change. Montego Bay needs a change. These leaders are focused on the wrong things. Petty politics, when they should be uplifting the communities for young people. They should be cleaning up the garbage. They should be beautifying the city and ensuring that we have good standard of living. Have a wonderful day. Stay tuned.
Because I was even saying that we're in the year of a general election. Why is he ordering the removal of the signs? It doesn't make any sense. And we learned from Dayton Campbell that it's unlawful. Even the lawyers for Andre Horton is saying that it's unlawful. He's only removing the People's National Party posters and billboards. None of the Jamaica Labour Party's candidate posters and billboards are being removed based on what I am seeing from that footage from Andre Horton. And instead of this mayor ordering the whole cleanup, removal of garbages from out of the city of Montego Bay, which is our most, visit area for tourists, is our tourism area. And instead of him clean up the place, the residents are crying that the place smell fetid, the place stink. And instead of him cleaning up and focusing on cleaning up the place, take a page out of Andrew Swaby book, man. Take a page out of a true mayor book and stop playing politics. Now in this segment I'm about to show the ABR family that Andrew Swaby, the mayor for Kingston and St. Andrew, is basically working, and a little over a year since he assumed that role, he has been doing a great job, and he brought life back to the Papine market. I want y'all to see this video.
Have rolled out the refurbished Papine market. We have repositioned the garbage bay, are putting a more secure environment so that outside persons can come and throw garbage in it. We have painted the place, we have washed down the area, we have fixed, refurbished also the sanitary convenience, and we have patched the area. We have created additional space because we have removed persons who normally vendor the road inside.
Everyone there's a pastor said, no, this are different. I want something different, man.
Inside the market is wonderful. Mr. Swaby done a lot for this market because I didn't know that this market would look like this, but where it's coming from.
I'm so impressed with what we saw this morning. We can't get over it. And I want to thank everybody who is responsible for doing this.
Right on the market road there, I see where the taxi bed are in a queue now, and what we're trying to do is facilitate easier access also to one of the premier hospital that we have, because clearly it has been congested on the road, so we want to make sure that situation doesn't exist anymore.
From Papine market coverage, as you all can see, the prosperous and present feeling of the moment and the cosmic that flows around the environment at this moment. Here Mr. Swaby make all things possible.
I call them paint up, clean up, everything. Them just take out everybody out the road, put them in the market, them have more freedom out there. So.
Jesus, a bright boy.
It's a development now, and that's what I appreciate about this. It's an encouragement to keep going, and I know a lot more will be coming.
A revelation, oh, this will be war and frustration. A revelation, oh, this will be.
Thus far, I like the aesthetic of the market. Inside is beautiful, it's clean and it's hygienic. And the market really is well developed in my opinion. We are proud to have been in partnership with the KCMC.
I believe this is a Papine market. Me tell you, I'm glad to see time come for Papine market turning into something.
The environment is much cleaner. The smell is so, I would say, it is so refreshing so far. And the important of it is just to make sure that we maintain it. And we are putting the structure in place, and the city inspector along with the CEO have been tasked with making sure that we have proper enforcement.
And I have to big up Andrew Swaby at all costs. Every time I get a chance and I come across the work that he has been doing, I have to say big up to Andrew Swaby and the team who are basically, running the municipal cooperation in the right order. Now, in this last segment, following the whole revelation of the tainted water, contaminated water in most of the samples from the NWC and Jesse James blowing the whistle And who if run out saying that he's lying? The government, senators from their side, councillors, you name it. Now, lo and behold, we see in the Prime Minister as well as Matthew Samuda, who has responsibility for water, basically coming out trying to persuade our people that the water is safe from the pipe, and them running out with this PR here, drinking bottled water from NWC and telling the people that the water is straight from the pipe, saying also that NWC bottles water and sells water, and that is far from the truth. The NWC does not bottle water and sell water, and I'm going to prove it to y'all from an article in the Gleaner that was posted some time ago. So they really take us for fools. They want to play in our faces, and they want to downplay what Jesse James Clarke has revealed to the nation, and playing politics with our health and playing politics with our lives. I'm going to let you listen to them and look at them drinking this water and want to come and reinforce what the Ministry of Health is saying, that E. coli is in some of the samples, but it is safe to drink and that the residents shouldn't be alarmed. Take a listen to them.
In my hand is NWC bottled water, meaning bottled pipe water. And I can assure you, here in Mobay, those in Kingston, those anywhere in Jamaica, the water from NWC is safe to drink and is the envy of many of our Caribbean neighbors and is in high demand right across the world. And it is the reason, or one of the reasons rather, that Minister Bartlett uses when he goes to lobby for more ships to come for our cruise terminals. Because they come and buy Jamaican water, because foreigners trust our water.
Let me pause here and take a sip of the NWC's water. Let me make sure you see it properly. The NWC is bottled tap water, meaning it comes from the pipe.
If the scientists and technicians at the Ministry of Health tell you there's no problem, and the technical staff at the Water Commission tell you that there isn't a problem, then I don't know which politician can tell you that there is a problem, ladies and gentlemen.
Now here are the facts. The water that is bottled at the NWC that the Prime Minister and Matthew claims comes straight from the tap has to go through filtration and osmosis to remove all impurities before it is bottled. So for them to come out and come on a public platform to say that the water is caught straight from the tap without letting us know that it has to go through processes before it is sent out is very disingenuous and is a big fat lie. And so in an article from the Gleaner, the communication manager at NWC, Charles Buchanan, stated that a company has been bottling water with the NWC label for roughly 15 years, but solely for the purpose of giving them away at events and functions. So there you have it, proof that the NWC does not sell bottled water. He also stated that a move could be made to go fully commercial with the product, but previous heads within the organization had always figured that such a step would go against the company mandate. He added, over the years, the Commission has had discussions at various levels as to its involvement in bottled water and whether it needs to become more involved in offering it as a product. As you probably know, perhaps more than half of the local bottled water providers are actually providing water that they get from the NWC tap. They then treat it and get it ready for delivery. And our information is that in many cases, many of those providers actually use NWC supply. So only hear the key words there. When they get the water from NWC, they treat it. So the water has to go through a process to remove all impurities. So for this government, the Prime Minister and the Minister to come and tell us that the water is safe despite positive samples of E. coli is very disingenuous, very, very, very misleading. Without further ado, ABR family and viewers, wanna be the judge of this. Let me hear what y'all have to say in the comment section. Let us reason. I would love to hear your take. I will be reading all of the comments once I come across them. So let me hear what I say. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel on the road to 30K and beyond. Help me to get there. Get this video to 10,000 likes. I want everyone to hear this out of the mouth of the Prime Minister and the Minister, Matthew Samuda. Stay tuned for more videos. Stay tuned for more updates. Big up on yourself.